Hey team, I've just got back from the South Island. I've been chasing Himalayan Tahr. You may or may not know they were introduced to New Zealand back in 1904, actually gifted from Governor Bedford from England. The original herd was 6, only 4 made the journey, and then another 6 shortly followed. Since then they've been thriving down in the South Island, and amongst the hunting community is quite a prized animal, purely because of the terrain that they live in, and the access to hunt these majestic animals is limited. So cool guys, I enjoyed this adventure. I hope you do too. So let's get into it. Hey team, me just made it down here to Christchurch. It's been a big day really. I left home at midnight and then about midnight I got a phone call saying that my ferry that I was catching at 3:30 had been cancelled, and the next available sailing was at 9 AM. So I continued down to Wellington, roamed the streets for a little bit, had some cold McDonald's, a couple of hours sleep on the wharf, caught that ferry, which is cool. And then from Picton down to Christchurch, I can say what a drive. The amount of traffic on the road is just crazy, roadworks. It was quite mind-blowing seeing the damage from the earthquake actually, particularly around Kaikoura. I made it down here. I'm just going to catch up with Thomas, Dustin and the German mate. I'm going to come up with a bit of plan. Just because the weather conditions aren't looking that flash, and we are hoping to catch or hunt some chamois and tahr. So we'll see what happens. We'll go to the pub and have a beer with them and come up with a plan. Man. Morning team, you caught up with the boys last night. We come up with a plan. This plan's actually plan B, and then once we get up there we'll assess that plan. Just depends on the river flow, whether we can cross it or not, but boys are pretty confident we can do it, but we've got a plan C as a backup anyway. So we'll head around to Tomo's, meet up the other two, and then we'll head on in. Me. Well team, we just arrived in Fairlie and it's got a couple of pies. Tomo reckons they've got the best pies in the country. I'm going to be the judge of that. Pork belly, was it pork belly and what? Sorry bro, apple sauce and salmon and bacon. Yeah. So we'll indulge in those and then we'll mosey on to the block. I would say our lunch break at the hut is a pretty cool hut actually. It's got a few bunks in there and it's even got food and gas. Tomo reckons it's because there's no cuzzies down here while there's still food and gas in there. You know you're in severe conditions when the hut's actually tied to the ground. It's quite nice now, but I'd hate to be in here on a bad day. Just taking in the beauty of the area, a few glaciers around. Not too cold yet, but we'll see what happens. Oh well, mosey on. Mean. Hey team, we finally made it to the car park. Bit of rock hopping, but we finally made it. Got to love the old South Island sense of time. It all started this morning when Thomas said my house is just down the road. 20 minutes later, it's not far to the hunting block. A few hours later, and he hasn't finished yet. He said the hut's just around the corner, so I'm guessing that'll be about an hour. But cool guys, we'll get the packs on, beat the feet, and we'll see you at the hut. Mean. Well team, yeah, we just made it to the hut. Old Tomo's already up there, look at him. Setting it up for us. Bit of a rock hop to get here, but well worth it. I mean, check out the views. Get a glacier up over there. Glacier lake down there, which 3 glaciers feed into. We'll go set up the hut. Let's go check it out, eh? Well team, just indulged in a sandwich and a hot coffee. Just got the old camp gear or the hut gear out of the bags. Got the rifles on board and we'll go for a bit of a walk and see if there's any floating around. Mean.
So Gav's just seen his first tahr for the trip. It's got 4 there, so I'm just going to sneak around and see if we can get a better look at them. They saw us, or smelled us before we saw them, so they're on alert already, but we'll shoot around and see if we can see them, if they're any good. Might even take a wee one for me. Perfect time of the night. Huddle. Fuck off, bro. Sack them. Woo! It's coming all the way.
Oh, interesting turn of events. We walked up the stream, spotted a few tar running around the hill, got up for a closer view, and then spotted about 4 or 5. One was rutting. Decided to take the young bull. Looks like we had a hit. I'm actually lying down up in the screed up there. We're sort of hoping he was going to roll down, but no such luck. When you're down south, the visitor usually guides the guide into go and recover. So I'll get Tomo to take the walkie-talkie in, and I'll guide him onto the tar, because he's the top man. Well team, there's day 1 done and dusted. Bit of a successful day. Not only did I see some tar, I managed to shoot a young bull, so I can't argue about that. We're just going to indulge in a bit of kai, have a bit of a catch up, and then come up with a plan for the morning. Me. Oh, Jamie's brought a bit of food to the hut. We'll check it out, eh? So what do we got there, Jamie?
It's called boerewors.
Boerewors.
Yeah. South African sausage.
South African sausage. What about the other stuff you got, bro? So what's that one, bro?
So that's biltong and
That's biltong.
draaiwors.
And what? Braaiwors.
Draaiwors.
Draaiwors.
Yeah. So that's draaiwors, which is dry sausage,
Oh, yeah.
and then that there is biltong, which is dried meat.
If that stuff, if that stuff doesn't pull hairs on your chest, mate, I don't know what will.
Yeah, gas cookers.
Morning team, you had a bit of a big sleep. Some of us had more sleep than others. I'm not going to point the finger at anyone. So, just going on 6:30, it's pretty dark outside, so we're just going to indulge in a bit of breakfast and a hot coffee and see what happens from there. Me.
I'm Weinstein, I'm from Germany.
I'm Jamie from South Africa.
I'm Tomo, and I'm not the man.
And I was over until you kissed my lips and you saved me. My hands, they're strong, but my knees were far too weak.